Well, hello and welcome to our Read Through the Bible in a Year. And here we are, and it is July 3rd. We're going to look at Proverbs 18:11 through 12. 11 says, "A rich man's wealth is his strong city, and like a high wall in his imagination." Wow, quite a twist at the end of that proverb. Let's look at it in depth. The word for imagination comes from the same root word in Hebrew as an idolatrous carved figure. We find the same word in Psalm 73, 3 through 7, which is translated there as follies. This psalm says, "For I was envious of the arrogant when I saw the prosperity of the wicked, for they have no pangs until death. Their bodies are fat and sleek. They are not in trouble as others are. They are not stricken like the rest of mankind. Therefore pride is their necklace. Violence covers them as a garment. Their eyes swell out through fatness. Their hearts overflow with follies." So follies works as a translation, but the meaning is really the same. It refers to imagination or conceit. And also you can see the idea of riches becoming a person's idol, or even their, what we would say, false god, in direct opposition to the first commandment. That's all part of this too. So here, as we think about this proverb, it is something that you can see imagination or conceit works. Now, conceit matches the following proverb, so it's a good translation, but imagination is what really gives it that twist, like I mentioned at the beginning of this devotion. So the rich person thinks that his money is like a strong city with a high wall, but in the end it is only his imagination that makes it so. This played out for the nation of Judah too. In their arrogance, they thought Jerusalem was impregnable, but first Babylon destroyed it, and then history repeated itself. You'd think they would have learned, but they didn't. The Romans left it so that the temple was destroyed without one stone on top of another, just as Jesus prophesied would happen. Well, there are advantages to wealth if used properly. No one can deny that. Proverbs 10:15 says, "A rich man's wealth is his strong city. The poverty of the poor is their ruin." There is truth to that too. Yet, chapter 18 verse 11 expands the topic to look beyond wealth, because it is tied to the preceding verse in that it shares a theme using military imagery. Now verse 10, you might remember, said, "The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous man runs into it and is safe." So we can call upon the name of the Lord, and we're given the Lord's own name. He puts it on us in baptism as he adopts us into his family. And what a blessing it is to now be called Christians. Even though Christian was first an insult, now we proudly bear the name of Christ. It summarizes who he is and all he has done for us. So the next verse does explain why it is far better to trust in the name of the Lord than human wealth. Trusting in the Lord leaves no room for the kind of pride that leads to a person's downfall in the end. Repentant and humbled, we are then able to trust in the goodness of the Lord to be our strong tower and our defense. If the Lord fights for us, we know that we can rest secure in his love and might, both now and in eternity. May God be with you and bless you, and I'll talk to you again real soon.